Thank you for
Vincent.
hosting me. Good afternoon,
Oh,
everyone. The topic of my is about overview of sustainable development goals and climate action in the Asia perspective. For this one, I will look into regional and sub-regional progress regarding the SDGs and climate actions status in Asia, means of implementation to deliver on the global agendas, and last, about the good practices that we go about it. Let me show you the amazing facts of Asia. Home of more than 50% of world's population are located in Asia. Out of 10, 3 of them are the largest economic belong to Asia, specifically in China, Japan, India, and the rest more. Some shocking statistics for Asia and Pacific regions. For food, 512 million undernourished life in Asia. For the water, nearly 1.7 billion people in the Asia and Pacific region do not have access to improved drinking water, based on the UNESCO. And nearly 420 million people have no access to modern energy, form of energy. What is the progress of SDG, Sustainable Development Goals implementation? Where are we now? From 2000 up to 2030, we are aligned with all the SDG. So, along with the SDG 1, no poverty, 2, zero hunger, SDG 3, good health, 4, quality education, 5, gender equality, 6, water, 7, energy, 8, decent work and economic growth, 9, industry, innovation in infrastructure, 10, reduce inequalities, 11, sustainable cities, 12, responsible consumption and production, 13, climate action, 14, life below water, 15, life on land and peace and justice. Please to accelerate progress in the 37 targets area, whereby the screen that I share with you, mostly with regarding the international poverty, spending on essential services, prevalence and nourishing, prevalence of stunning and malnutrition. The highlighted in the green color and also the domestic material consumption, material footprint, economic loss from disaster, urban slum population. What is the perspective of Asia Pacific region has to address stall and reverse progress in the progress. So based on the G8, 9, 10, 13, and 15 is about the real GDP per capita growth. This is the summary of SDG dashboard for sub-region of Asia. From here, you will see the North and Central Asia covers and also the need to maintain the current progress rate based on the specific areas over here. Some of the key points of Paris Agreement on mitigation. First, keep global warming well below 2 degrees Celsius and all efforts to limit rise temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial level. Second, developed countries will continue take lead of the reduction and developed countries are encouraged to enhance efforts. From 2050 onwards, rapid reduction to achieve carbon neutral development. Asia accounts 45% of total global emission. This covers the biggest number. Therefore, Asia's contribution would be significant to achieve global mitigation target. The status of nationally determined contribution in Asia, mostly in the part of the Asia itself. Out of the 24 countries, 22 of them set up mitigation targets. Basically, first, India, mitigation target reduction of emission intensity from by 3 to 35 up to by 2030. Clean energy target, 40% cumulative electric power installed capacity from non-fossil fuel-based energy resources by 2030. Indonesia, for example, 29% unconditional reduction by 2030 and with support of international cooperation contribution reach up to 41%. No specific target on clean energy or renewable energy or non-fossil fuel. For example, another one, Mongolia, expected emission reduction is 14% by 2030 and no specific target on clean energy. And also last but not least, Vietnam, 8% unconditional reduction by 2030 and with support of international cooperation contribution will reach up the 25%. Based on the review results on the 92 climate actions aligned with 154 of the 190 SDG target. Most of it are the goal number 1, no poverty, 7 out of the 7 targets achieved. Goal number 2, zero hunger, 7 out of the 8 targets achieved, and the rest will be good in health and well-being. What is the process next? SDG and the non-implementation plans need to be well integrated to capture the synergy and minimize trade-off. In SDG 2030 agenda, globally defined universal goals and target, and also being localization the process and also based on the Paris Agreement. So the both will interrelated the implementation plan. What is the next thinking and the debate are gaining attention in policy, especially in the academic cycles. From year 1983 to up to the 2017, we can see the progress and whereby all the corporations are aligned with the nexus thinking and the debate are gaining attention in more and more policy created. Some of the conceptual framework of resource nexus whereby the synergy is aligned with the energy, food and water consumption. But in the EU itself, in the 2012, whereby energy, land, water, and the extra. Next, water, food, and energy security are not in an isolated nexus, but in most Asia, agriculture accounts for more than 33% of the water withdrawals. And water security and the food security is interrelated with the energy security. In line with the 3 main SDG, water, energy, and food security, investment in the end hunger, multinational, and also the drinking water, and also under the SDG 7. Next, the trade-off relationship within the cause, effect, and the synergetic relationship within the responsibility and the relationship target for the SDG 7 are stated in the slides here. And also, I would like to pay your attention about the interlinkage of food, water, and energy targets at here. Based on the SDG 6 and also the SDG 2, clean water and sanitation, and also the no hunger. In total, 118 interactions among the target of SDG 2, 6, 7 are aligned. Here, the dependency on the SDG 2, 7 targets are for the stakeholder perception. This is the correlationship among the relevant target taken in India, for example. The failure to realize interrelationship leads to conflicts. For example, in Madhya Pradesh, power cuts was made to alleviate the water shortage in the region in 2006. Pali thermal power plant in Maharashtra was shut down because of severe water shortage in the Marathwada region in 2013. Next, in Kerala, for example, power cuts ordered to deal with water scarcity in 2008 when monsoon rainfall was only reduced 65% and so on. What we can see here, accelerate resources consumption in the urbanized future is certain from a while ago, now, and also in the future. Integrated urban planning is critical to realize the synergies between the SDGs and the climate change agenda. So next, urban access as the mean of the implementation global agenda. So from the shift from linear economy to circular economy, and also to promote cross-sectoral integration, and also the strengthen institution, collaborative governance, and build capacity to integrate planning and management. Urban water reclamation and resource recovery are key opportunities. Linking water, energy, and food, maximizing potential of synergy of SDG and climate agenda. Next, conservation of water and energy through more closed loops, and improving adaptive capacity of each cities. This is the interrelation closing the resource loops in city for realizing the synergetic interrelationship. Applying this concept, energy requirement and carbon footprint is required. Second, wastewater as a resources for everything, and integration of natural treatment processes also enhance the economical and ecology aspects. Case study, reuse of treated wastewater for cooling and Pragati power plant based in India. Next will be the introducing the energy efficient water pumping system in Ho Chi Minh. However, the challenges from here, increasing water demand due to rapid population growth. Supplying water needs large amount of electricity. The solution is effective pump operation has been improved by introducing the inverter control pumping system and based on the international collaboration. As a result, more effective operation of water pump and reduce the energy consumption, and expected carbon dioxide emission reduction of 1,043 tons per year. The needs for multi-level, multi-stakeholder governance to promote nexus approach from the international level down to the national and the local, and within the horizontal coordination is to get the stakeholder engagement within the academia, business, and civil society. So to end my presentation here, I will echo the motivation word from Robert Frost. I shall be telling this with a sight somewhere edges and edges hence. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. With this, I concluded my presentation for today. Thank you very much for hosting me. Yeah.